Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Augustus, and I am here with the visual novel Tsukihime. I have started this project with the intention of getting more confident and comfortable when it comes to reading aloud. And I thought, what better way to start than to use one of my favorite visual novels in Tsukihime. I intend to play through this and going through all of the routes and getting all of the endings. I also intend to get most of the bad ends, and the ones that I don't get through normal play, I will try, if I have the time, to go through and record them for a little bit of an extras video at the end or something like that. Now, without further ado, let's get this started. When I came to, I was lying on a hospital bed. The curtain on the nearby window sways gently. It was a beautiful day outside, and the dry wind signals the end of summer. Hello, Shiki-kun. Congratulations on your recovery. The unfamiliar old man extends his hand for a handshake. His square-rimmed glasses and warm smile are very befitting. His tidy-looking white clothes suit him perfectly, too. Can you understand what I'm saying, Shiki-kun? No. Why am I in a hospital? You don't remember, do you? You were involved in a car accident while you were walking. Your chest was stabbed by a shard of glass, and it was unlikely that you would survive. Very unbefitting of what a doctor would say, yet he says it while still smiling cheerfully. Terrible. I feel terrible. I'm tired. Can I go to sleep? Yes, you should rest. You must focus on recuperating and not push yourself. The doctor is still smiling. To be honest, I can't stand that smile anymore. Can I ask you something, doctor? What is it, Shiki-kun? Why are there scribbles all over your body? And there are cracks all over the walls. Why are there cracks in the walls? I did say now, I do apologize for any mistakes that I make, both in reading and just because I don't speak Japanese, and any Japanese words that are in this, I'm sure I will mess up it eventually. The smile vanishes for just a brief moment, then returns to his face immediately. He turns and walks away. It seems there was some brain damage after all. Get a hold of Dr. Ishia in neurology. I also suspect he may have suffered some damage to his eyes. Spend the afternoon examining his eyes. The doctor whispers to the nurse so that I won't hear him. Weird. There are scribbles all over everybody's bodies. The sloppy, zigzagging black lines run all over the floors, walls, the ceiling. I don't understand what they mean, but looking at them makes me feel sick. I wonder what it is. The bed, too, is covered in these scribbly lines. When I touch the lines with my fingertip sinks down into the crack. Oh, it seems as if I could reach further down with something narrower, so I traced a line with a fruit knife that was lying on the bedside table. I didn't use any strength at all, yet the knife sinks into the bed all the way up to the hilt. It was fun, so I dragged the knife along the scribbly line. Thud. With a heavy sound, the bed snaps cleanly in two. Kya! The girl in the bed next to mine screams. The nurse runs over and takes the knife away from me. How did you break the bed, Shiki-kun? The doctor doesn't ask why, but curiously persists on how I did it. I traced along that line and it broke. Hey, just what is this hospital full of cracks? You better stop with that, Shiki-kun. There are no such cracks like that anywhere. Now, tell me, just how did you break the bed? You can tell me, I promise I won't get mad. Usually when somebody says that, they are probably going to get mad no matter what you tell them. I'm telling you, all I did was just trace the line with the knife. I see. Okay, we'll continue this conversation tomorrow. The doctor leaves. In the end, not a single person believed my story. As long as I ran the knife along the scribbles, I can cleanly cut anything. I don't have to put any force into it. It's as easy as cutting paper with scissors. The bed, the chairs, the desk, the walls, the floors. I've never tried it. Probably, no, definitely even people. But it seems that no one else can see these lines. The black lines only I can see. Despite being a kid, I gradually began to understand what the lines were. They're probably like stitches. Just like stitches that hold an open wound together after surgery. I think they're weak spots. After all, there's no way I could cut such a thing with a child's strength alone. Yeah, I didn't know until now that the world is covered in these lines, these breaking lines that bind together everything. No one else can see them. That's why they're just fine. But I can see them. I'm scared. So scared I can't even talk. It's as if I'm the only one who went crazy. Maybe that's why. Why, even after 2 weeks, no one believes my story. Even after 2 weeks, no one has come to see me. Even after 2 weeks, I continue to live alone in a world surrounded by black stitches. I need to get out. I don't want to be in this room anymore. I don't want to stay in this place covered in stitches. That's why I decided to escape and run away to somewhere no one else would be. But the wound on my chest still hurts, and I didn't get very far. That was when I noticed. I'm standing in the grassy field just outside of town. I really didn't get far at all. Cough. My chest hurts, and I feel so sad. I collapse to my knees and cough. Cough, cough. There's nobody here. Drowning in this ocean of green at the end of summer, I feel like I'm about to disappear. But before that, hey you, it's dangerous to sit down in a place like that. I hear a woman's voice from behind me. Eh? What do you mean, eh? You're already a runt, so I can't see if you're sitting in the grass. I was this close to kicking you, so watch out. She points at me rather grumpily. I get a little angry. After all, I sit in the 4th row from the front, so I don't think I'm that short. For those of you that don't know, kids are usually sorted by height. The shorter one's closer to the front, the taller one's closer to the back, so people can see easier. I was unfortunate because I'm tall and I can't see for shit, so I was in the front and the people behind me couldn't see, and yada yada yada. Kicked? By who? Isn't it obvious, stupid? You and I are the only ones here, so who else could it be but me? She declares this confidently as she folds her arms. Well, I suppose it must be fate that we met here, so you want to talk for a little while? My name is Aozaki Aoko. What's yours? She extends her hand to me with the kind of cheerfulness one would show an old friend. I see no reason to refuse, so I tell her my name is Tonoshiki and grasp her cool hand in return. Talking to her was a lot of fun. She didn't ignore what I said just because I was a kid. Instead, she listened. She listened to what I had to say like a friend. We talked about many, many things. About my family. About how it was an old and respected family with very strict traditional rules and my equally strict father. About my little sister Akiya, quiet Akiya who will always follow me around. About our big mansion and the vast gardens and how Akiya and I would play together with our friends. I told her about many things almost feverishly. Oh, it's that time already. Sorry, Shiki. I've got some business to take care of, so let's stop here. She gets up to leave. my chest tightens and I feel sad, thinking that I would be alone again. See you tomorrow. I'll be waiting for you here, okay? You should go back to your room and listen to your doctor. Oh. She speaks with such ease and such a natural way as she makes her way off. See you tomorrow. Tomorrow, we should be able to talk like we did today. I'm happy. It was the first time I truly felt something since I awoke from the accident. Since that day, going to the grassy field in the afternoons became part of my daily routine. She would get angry when I called her Aoko. For some reason, it seemed she hated her own name. After some thought, I decided that she seemed like a very dignified person, so I called her Sensei. Sensei would seriously listen to anything I had to say and would always dispel my anxieties with but a single word, without fail. I was depressed from the accident, but slowly, thanks to Sensei, I began to return to my former self. Even though scary black scribbles didn't seem quite so scary anymore when talking to Sensei. I didn't know who she was or where she was from. Perhaps she really was a teacher. But I don't care. It doesn't matter at all. Because it's fun being with Sensei. That alone is all that matters, and that alone is more than enough. Hey, Sensei. Look what I can do. I wanted to surprise her one day, so using the fruit knife I brought from the hospital, I cut down a tree growing in the field. Like before, I ran the knife along the scribble-like line and cut it cleanly across the base. Amazing, isn't it? I can cut anything easily as long as it's somewhere I can see the scribbles. No one else can do this, right? Shiki! She slaps me across the face. Sensei? What you just did was extremely thoughtless. Sensei gives me a hard, piercing glare. I don't know why, but I realized I just did something I definitely shouldn't have done. With Sensei's severe expression and the pain from my cheek where she slapped me, I felt very, very sad. I'm sorry. Before I knew it, I was crying. Shiki. Then, a gentle, warm feeling envelops me. There's no need to apologize. It's true that you did something I should be angry at you for, but it's definitely not your fault. Sensei squats down and hugs me. But you know, if someone doesn't tell you otherwise now, one day you're going to make a mistake you can never take back. That's why I won't apologize. You can hate me all you want if you feel that way. No, I don't hate you, Sensei. Really? I'm glad you feel that way. I guess it was fate that the two of us met here like this. Sensei begins to ask about the scribbles I could see. As I told her about the lines, the black jagged lines that somehow only I could see, Sensei's embrace tightened. Shiki, what you're seeing is something that should never be seen by anyone or anything. Everything in existence has points where they are most easily broken. We, who will break down one day, are imperfect for this reason. Your eyes have the ability to see the fate of all things. To put it another way, you can see the future. See the future? That's right. You can see death. You don't need to know any more than that. If someday you happen to go down that path, the principles will become clear to you as something that is needed. Sensei, I really don't understand. That's good. It's important that you don't understand now. All I want you to know is that you must never cut those lines on a whim or as a joke, understand? If you do so, your eyes will begin to take the lives of others too lightly, and that is the worst thing that can possibly happen. Okay, I won't do it if you say so, Sensei. Besides, it kind of hurts my chest. I'm sorry, Sensei. I'll never do it again. Good for you, Shiki. Never forget the feelings that you've experienced here today. If you stay that way, I'm sure you'll find happiness. Sensei finally lets go of me. But Sensei, I see those lines and get worried. They'll be cut as soon as I trace them, right? Then it wouldn't be weird for my surroundings to come apart at any time. You're right. I'll be able to help you with that at least. It seems as if that's the reason I'm here. Sensei sighs and favors me with a warm smile. Shiki, I'll give you a very special present tomorrow. I'll give you your old life back, the one you were living before your accident. That's a hell of a promise, by the way. The next day, exactly the 7th day after I met Sensei, she arrives in a grassy field carrying a large trunk in one hand. Here, if you put these on, those strange scribbles won't be visible anymore. What she gave me was a pair of glasses. But my eyes are fine. Just put them on. The lenses don't have any magnification or anything. Sensei forces them onto me. Suddenly, whoa, incredible. This is amazing, Sensei. I can't see the scribbles anymore, not at all. Of course, I had quite a time stealing Mystic Eye Killer from my older sister to make this Aozaki Aoko masterpiece. So treat them well, or they'll be hell to pay, got it? Yup, I'll take good care of them. You're incredible, Sensei. You made all those horrible lines disappear just like that. It's like magic. Of course, I'm a sorceress after all. Giving me a proud smile, Sensei put your trunk down on the ground. But know this, Shiki, those lines haven't disappeared. It's just that you can't see them. Once you take the glasses off, you'll be able to see them again. Really? Yes. That's the one thing that cannot be fixed. Your only choice is to keep living your life and do your best with the eyes you have now. No, I don't want to see I don't want these scary eyes. If I cut those lines again, I'll end up breaking my promise to you. Oh, you mean never cutting the lines again? Silly, you can break that promise whenever you like. Really? But you said it was something I shouldn't do. Yes, it is. But that is your gift, Shiki. It's yours to use as you see fit. No one else but you has the right to judge you. But out of all the abilities one can have, yours is terribly unique. If you have such a power, that means there is meaning behind you having it. God doesn't give us powers for no reason. You might say that you were given the mystic eyes of death perception because one day a time will come when you need to use them. Mystic eyes of death perception is a hell of a mouthful. I don't actually know what the original Japanese translation is, or original Japanese wording is, but I've heard that it is much better than that. That's why you must not live in denial of their existence. Sensei squats down so her eyes would be level. But you know, that's why you must never forget. You are a very kind and honest person, Shiki. As long as you remain the way you are now, your eyes will never bring forth any wrong. However, I'm not telling you to become a saint. All I'm saying is to live true to yourself and become a man in the manner that you think is right. Since you can accept your mistakes and are able to apologize, I know that in 10 years you'll become a great man. That being said, Sensei stands up and reaches for her trunk. Oh, but I must say, unless in exceptional circumstances, you shouldn't take the glasses off. Special powers attract other special powers. Only when you decide that there is no other way should you take off those glasses, and even then, be mindful of how you use your power. Power in itself is not evil. What is evil rests solely in the hearts of the ones wielding such power. Be it for good or evil, it will be up to you and the choices you make. She picks up her trunk. Sensei doesn't say anything after that, but deep down, I knew we would have to part. It's impossible, Sensei. I can't do it. I won't understand just by myself. The truth is, I was so afraid before I met you. I was only able to return to being me because you were with me. I can't do it. Not even with these glasses. If you're gone, I can't do it. Don't say such things, Shiki. If you tell lies that even yourself can't believe, you'll only make whoever hears you sad. Sensei raises her eyebrows in displeasure and pokes my forehead. You know it yourself, don't you? You're all right now. So don't say stupid things and give up on the self that you finally found. Only you can choose to be you. No one else can do it for you. Sensei turns around. Well, this is goodbye. Listen, Shiki. Life is not easy. Everyone's life is a hard, long, rocky road filled with many pitfalls. You have no more power than anyone else to do something about it. Or you have more power than anyone else to do something about it. So pull yourself together. Sensei is leaving. I was sad, but I'm Sensei's friend, so I have to see her off properly. Yes. Goodbye, Sensei. Well done. That's right, Shiki. Hold on to that confidence and always live true to yourself. When you find yourself in trouble, calm down and think things through carefully, okay? A solution will always present itself if you do. It'll be all right. You'll manage, even on your own. Sensei laughs happily. The wind blows. The field of grass sways in unison. Sensei was already gone. Goodbye, Sensei. After saying that, I really felt that I would not see her again. All that remained were her many words and these mysterious glasses. It was only 7 days, but she taught me things more valuable than anything else. As I stand there by myself, I feel tears well up in my eyes. Man, I was such a fool. I could only say goodbye. I couldn't even say a single word of thanks to her. I left the hospital soon after that. Afterwards, I didn't return to the Tono household, but was taken to live with my relatives instead. But it's alright. Tono Shiki will be just fine, even by himself. I'll spend a new life with my new family. And like that, Tono Shiki's 9th summer ended. The new autumn arrived, and I think I became more of an adult. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is where we're going to finish off our first episode. We've now gone through the prologue and seen the aftermath of Shiki's injury. And after that, and next time, rather, I hope I will see you all there.